What up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today we're just reacting to some anime YouTube once again. Getting into One Piece is a nightmare, and I must say it is pretty daunting to seeing all those chapters and all those episodes. Plus, the anime is kind of stretched out. Like the filler is really elongated. The episodes cover like a quarter of a chapter. I'm exaggerating, but you guys know what I mean. The animation isn't overly great, and it's older looking, especially in the beginning. Like it's not. I feel like unless you're a big manga fan, One Piece isn't easy to get into. And even if you are, it's 1,000 chapters. But let's hear what the boys have to say.
Like, what's like a show that is like not universally praised, but is like not
One Piece.
like it's not like Gazi's Wing or like Mars of Destruction, where like the only reason why it's known is because it's bad.
I don't know, because here's the thing. If there's a bad anime, I'm likely not to watch it or finish it, right? Because, okay,
The only bad anime that I finished is Isekai wa Smartphone. And that shit's getting a season 2, which just blows my mind. I think I have that rated as the worst anime I've ever completed.
Here's the thing. If something's as bad as Gazi's Wing or something, then I'm going to finish it. But I still think it's good because it gives me some kind of entertainment value.
It was good enough for him to finish. I see what he's saying.
200k Brigo Super are notifications on?
Homie just dropped 6,800 magical bitches. Getting into One Piece is a nightmare. Let's get back into it.
What I don't like, the worst thing an anime can do for me is just be boring.
It's be mid.
Not gonna lie, go to high school. Kind of shit.
Ooh, Connor coming in with the hot takes. I think the fighting was beautifully choreographed, and that's about it. I think the anime just maybe rushed some things. I don't know, or maybe it's just not good. But for some reason, I feel like based off of people like the source material, I heard great things about the source material. So I feel like whoever made the anime just fucked up. Just me.
Oh,
I'm gonna say it's kind of shit. It's kind of boring.
You mean God of Mid School? Yeah. Like,
I saw when I made a tweet about Rent a Girlfriend, there was like 3 people who were like, "Yo, God of High School is the best anime this season." I'm like, "What season are you watching?"
watching God of High School just makes me so.
This must be an older, 2020. Rent a Girlfriend was pretty pog. I liked it.
Disappointed. I'm like the disappointed dad because I look at some of these fight scenes and I still think choreography and animation wise, it's probably some of the best fight scenes you can find all year so far. I can't think of a better anime.
Yeah, I think we've said like that it's pretty shit. It's just disappointing because it was so popular.
Yeah, and I don't know. I've heard from a lot of webtoons readers that it basically skipped through everything and just
you didn't care about the characters, the side characters, because it just skipped stuff and rushed things. From what I heard,
gave you the fights.
Well, that's not how to do it.
No, exactly. But I mean, it just gave me the feeling of just.
My PC is in the kitchen. I can't hear, but I hope you're having a good stream. I heard you were baking a cake. Need a 200k bit badge. Can I suggest Yami from Black Clover? Sure. I mean, that's not a bad idea. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Today's stream is sponsored by HelloFresh. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
I don't know, watching like a very good fight animation on like YouTube or something where you have these fight scenes and it would have worked better being clipped and put onto YouTube with no context than it would have been in like a full narrative.
That's what I watched, like, because I didn't actually watch the anime. I just saw the clips on YouTube and I'm like, oh, there's some cool fight scenes, but is it enough for me to get invested?
I mean, it looks super cool. What up, Dennett? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for the follow.
The show? Probably not.
I watched like 10 episodes of Naruto like last year.
Why?
Because I wanted to get into
like first season?
Yeah.
Like as kids, Naruto.
Yeah, like the very.
Oh, okay.
And that was horrible because.
What? It was so good. OG Naruto's peak.
I was like, oh my god, even the story feels like filler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I kind of see what he's saying. Sometimes when you go back and watch some of those older, long-running shonen, it's like we're spoiled by the shonen nowadays. And funny enough, I still feel like the shonen nowadays isn't as good, but it's just more polished. Like something like Demon Slayer or MHA or Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like, it's fucking fire. The animation's great. It's fast-paced, fight after fight, good characters, entertaining characters. And somehow the OGs just still feel better to me. Maybe I'm just so biased, like this nostalgia goggles. But sometimes you go back and watch them, and it's like, wow, not that much happened this episode. I still loved it, but like, especially in the early episodes sometimes, in like Bleach, it's like 20 episodes go by, like not that much happened.
That's why I never got into Naruto, dude.
Yeah.
No, Naruto's so good though. The characters and some of the strategic fight scenes are so good in early Naruto. I still think the first 60 to 90 episodes are like still very, very solid. We had to skip the filler episodes for sure.
I'm watching this and I'm 10 episodes in and I'm like, nothing has happened. We've like left the village and we've done like, I've watched
The
more.
Zabuza arc, it really picks up, man. From like, I feel like from like 9 to like 22, it really picks up.
Opening and ending than I have like show development. And then they did that annoying shonen thing, which I think should be like, it should be illegal. You should be put in prison if you do it, where you put 4 minutes of the previous episode at the start of the episodes.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Goku screamed for 42 minutes. He held his hands up in the air, asking for people's power. He finally throws his spirit bomb and misses. Maybe next time on Dragon Ball Z, he will hit. Find out next time. And that's the episode.
After the intro. So it's only 6 minutes of like shit that you've already seen and don't need to see.
That's,
like
in industry, we call that shonen recap syndrome.
Yeah, and then 14 minutes of the actual episode.
Yo, One Piece, if you watch One Piece instead of like One Piece, the episodes are like 7 minutes long sometimes, or 8 minutes long. It's hilarious.
And then like 7 minutes outro, somehow they find a way
Dude,
because they drag it out.
The last like 6 arcs of One Piece is that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know how there are still anime-only watchers of One Piece when that was like literally every episode for the past 6 years.
Because I remember the last I
Well,
watched.
you go and watch the episode and you skip the recap. You skip the 8 minutes in, you watch 8 minutes, and then you skip the last 8 minutes, and then you go on with your day. It's a speed run.
One Piece was the Punk Hazard arc, and literally every fucking episode was like, here's an extended opening, and then 10 minutes of filler, 5 minutes of actual content, and then an extended ending.
It's because there's only they only adapt like one chapter per episode sometimes. And
Yeah, they're doing a different approach. And I used to defend the approach. I used to say it was better because I just love One Piece and I love the characters. So I would rather watch canon filler than complete filler episode, complete canon episode. And I think that works better for like weekly watching. But then because the last thing you want to do, Baby Gravy, thank you for the sub. The last thing you want to do is look forward to a new episode this week. The episode comes out and it's a non-canon filler episode. That sucks. That's what happened with me and the Naruto War. I would finally, like, a new episode would come out. Fucking Neji just died. The next episode, it's like, it's a flashback that we already saw. We already saw the flashback. It's literally a filler flashback. I just made that up as an example, but literally that would happen all the time, stuff like that. And I'm like, this is worse. It made me drop Naruto and read the manga. While with One Piece, it's like, I like the characters, I like the story. I could watch a little bit of a elongated episode. But for rewatch value, the Naruto Bleach route is a lot better, where you have filler episodes you could just skip entirely, or filler arcs that you could just skip entirely, and then you just watch, like when you're binging, you just watch a streamlined version, as long as you have like a little chart next to you, you know? A little chart of what episodes to skip. With One Piece, you can't skip because every episode is filler and canon. It's a weird combination. I think it's better for weekly watching, worse for binging. But just read the manga.
And, you know, granted, the chapters are dense as fuck. You compare the chapters today of One Piece to like some of the early chapters, and it's like Oda added a light novel into his chapters in between these
so
like.
much
And there's
dialogue
so
on the
much
page.
dialogue, and it's so small and it's so concentrated. But yeah, I mean, it still doesn't add up to like one entire anime episode worth of content, in my opinion.
No.
So yeah, read the manga of One Piece.
Which why should I gone? It's too long gone. It's too fucking big.
That's the worst argument I've ever heard anyone
What do
say.
you mean? I don't want to. It's like, why don't you get a degree, Connor? It's only 4 years. Come on, man. Why aren't you
If
doing?
you look at like most seasons of anime today, like there's the odd season that has like a couple like diamonds in the rough, but for the most part, it's just better just to skip a season of anime and just read One Piece instead. You know, it's like One Piece is better than pretty much every show airing right now. Like there's some seasons where it's like, oh, the only good anime is Rent a Girlfriend. It's like, and that's not even that good. It's like, just read One Piece instead. I mean, this season, we got Overlord, we got Devil's a Part-Timer. So maybe there's some things that are decent, but every once in a while there's a season that comes around and it's like, is the best anime that fucking Crest Sage isekai anime? It's like, just read One Piece. Although I do think these upcoming couple seasons are gonna be decent for anime, with Vinland Saga popping off soon, I think. What else? Chainsaw Man coming out soon. There's some good anime coming out soon. I hear someone's car beeping outside. I have ADHD. Let's go.
It's so good for you.
I still have not watched Made in Abyss season 2, which I've been meaning to do.
Degree, and it was shit.
Okay, but
Yeah, but if you enjoy the degree, then
okay, what if there's this really good thing, right? Do you want it to like end quickly?
No.
Or do you want it to keep going on for as long as possible? Because that's One Piece, right?
I never. The One Piece is real, boys, and I never want it to end.
Like you're talking about it like it's a commitment. Yeah. If you're into One Piece,
it is a commitment.
Like you could say the same thing about JoJo. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah, but at least JoJo, there's like parts, so you can like.
yeah. Well,
stop
One
and-
Piece, there's arcs. Like
arcs are different to parts, though.
Nah, but
I don't know, man. I stopped at the
each individual arc sometimes could be. It feels like it could be its own anime. You know. Thank you again, Baby Grateful, for the sub. I don't know if I said that out loud or in my head. I feel like sometimes like Skypiea could be its own fucking arc. The Alabasta Saga. I feel like you could just jump into the start. Like, I don't recommend doing this, but if you were to do it, you could just jump into like the start of the Alabasta Saga, watch all of Alabasta, and it feels like it's its own 10 out of 10 anime, or like 8.69420 out of 10 anime.
Punk has an arc, and I could easily go back to it.
I wouldn't feel comfortable stopping mid arc.
No. But that's the thing.
like,
the arc-
Sorry, in between arcs, I wouldn't feel comfortable.
No. But that's why I ended until the arc was over to like take a break.
Yeah, but I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
Why?
Because it's the same show. It's the same characters. They're still doing this adventure. I'm not finished. I can't just stop.
It doesn't matter because you're gonna get shown in recap syndrome at the beginning of the next one anyway.
Oh my god.
So it doesn't matter.
It's just, I think the thing is because it's also daunting for the fact that if I get into it, it's great that there's that much.
It ruins your life. It ruins your life for like that 6 months. You're just like, I can't get anything done. One Piece is so good. The One Piece is real.
So terrifying that there's that much.
But that's the
because-
thing, right? Like you're saying it in the pretense of like, oh, I'm probably not going to enjoy One Piece, right?
No,
No. I'm saying what's worrying is if I do enjoy One
Right.
Piece,
Yeah.
because I'm not going to get anything done for like 5 years. I'm going to be there just fucking reading about how Luffy's arms are ripped off by Stretch
you're
Armstrong.
doing it with
I
JoJo already.
actually like I completely get what you're saying because I was having this thought experiment of if I wasn't already into One Piece,
Would you get into it?
could I
No.
convince could future me or could like
No
could, like,
way
could,
would
could,
you.
could,
No
could like
way
I
would you.
convince an alternate universe of
Did you see the video of Connor starting One Piece on Ohara's channel? I have not seen that. I can watch that after this.
me who hasn't seen One Piece to now get into One Piece?
No.
And I'm like, that is so fucking difficult. I don't know how I
I
would
saw that video, like the title. I saw it recommended to me, but I never watched it.
convince myself to get into One Piece, but I
Because
mean,
my schedule is already pretty rammed with
Yeah.
not reading manga,
Yeah.
and the manga I do get to read is very small parts, and I wouldn't want to read something because I don't read several manga in one go.
Right.
I read one manga at a time.
Yeah.
I read it all. I go on to the next.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know why my brain just can't. I don't really enjoy.
because I'm exactly the
No,
same.
I
as,
get that.
I'm
I
exactly
get
the same as Connor when I'm into when I'm into
it
something.
has to be that.
I am into something.
No, I
Like,
get that. I get
I literally lost fucking 2 days of doing nothing because I caught up to Rent a Girlfriend, and that was just like my obsession for that 2 days.
Right,
and if
right,
Rent a
right.
Girlfriend was like 500 chapters, I would have just lost like.
Oh yeah. No,
I-
I dedicated like an entire month to just reading Baki.
Like how many chapters of
like- but
of
like-
One Piece is there?
Almost 1,000.
Yeah, but like on the flip side, I really value that because it's so like part of me as like part of me of like who is someone who has been an anime and manga fan for so long, I kind of miss the feeling like you had as a kid where you could just lose an entire week to just watching this anime because am I the,
I
you
remember
guys are saying
there was some when I just first got into anime, and like I was like during the summer I remember I binged all of One Piece, but then like school started up and I started watching like Death Note and like FMA Brotherhood and stuff like that. Like just like when I first Code Geass, like when I first got into One Piece and there was just so many gems, Hajime no Ippo, Steins Gate. I remember like I would go to school, I would like wake up, I would like watch one episode sometimes. I would go to school, I'd be thinking about the fucking like going home and watching anime. I would get home, I would watch anime all night and be like, shit, I gotta do my homework. It's like 12 o'clock, trying to like do my homework while watching like a dub or something. And then I would just like repeat for like fucking 2 weeks. It's like, oh, and now I finished Hajime no Ippo. It's like, but like the obsession. I kind of miss it, but also it was some sad times.
where it's like so hard for you to like marathon stuff now.
Yeah.
No, I can't really do that anymore.
Like especially if it's like over 12 episodes.
Yeah,
It's really hard for me. I'm
It's
like,
really,
oh,
it's
God.
really hard for me to marathon something, but that's why when I'm like into a show and I'm like properly into it and I'm just losing days, I really fucking value that.
Yeah.
And I search for it wherever I can, but it's so hard for me to find. Like,
Yeah.
even if there's like technically a good show or a good series, which I can say, yeah, this is a good show.
I felt really fucking good like when I finally marathon Demon Slayer in like 2 days.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I haven't felt this good. I actually finished.
Especially when you've watched so many anime, when you've watched like 200, 300 anime, and you've watched all the gems. It's like, it's rare when you find that show. It's like, I can binge this and I want to binge this. Like, I want to like just waste 2 days just watching nothing but this anime. I used to do that shit all the time. It's so rare these days.
Finished a show that was more than 12 episodes? What the fuck?
Yeah, I miss the feeling of just having fucking days and time pass where you're not
Yeah.
like where you're not
Just
like
us discussing why it sucks to be a fucking adult. Damn, I just have like no fucking
I
time.
have no time to marathon.
Why am I like
like-
working all the time? What's
Yeah.
up with that?
yeah. But like I will say that if you do want that feeling, just get into One Piece.
Yeah.
I'm 1,000 chapters. Doesn't sound.
It's daunting. 1,000 chapters is daunting, 100%. I'm not fucking leaving.
Brigo
Jawsy,
Super.
thank you for the tier 3 sub, man. I appreciate you, bro. We gotta get back into some Valorant. Yeah, technically 12 episodes is only 4 hours. It's true, and that's why I've been loving Anime Virgin lately, because we've been like, other than when we just do Bleach, where it's like it's fucking so long. But we'll grab like a 12 episode or a 24 episode series, and we watch it in a week or two. And if it wasn't for Anime Version, if it wasn't for it being like work for me, I probably wouldn't have the time to do that. Or I would say I'm going to do it, I'd watch a couple episodes, and then get sidetracked by something, and then go back a week later. And it's just like, but because I have to get it done for Monday, it's like I feel like Saturday, Sunday, I fucking binge, you know? I love it. And yeah, I have, like I said, I hadn't done it in so long, but Anime Virgin's making me do it again. Hi, BB. What's up, Dobby? How you doing? And after we're done this video, I'll talk about HelloFresh. Today's stream is sponsored by HelloFresh. Let's go.
That bad? Like, I read all of Ice Shield.
There's
and that
more
was,
volumes of JoJo than there is One Piece. Just letting you know.
Is there more
Not.
chapters of?
Really?
Oh, I guess there's
Yeah.
technically more. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I read 5 through 7 of JoJo's in like I think just over a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Then
So
you could
that's
you could
like-
easily get from like the Alabaster
But that
arc
was
to like the Mermaid
That
Island
was
arc.
like a week of
Did
me
you call it
sitting
the
in.
Mermaid Island arc? That's so funny. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. It's okay.
My bed with a cup of tea nonstop, just like
Yo, okay, so 90 volumes of JoJo's is definitely less than like 30 volumes of One Piece. It has to be. It makes sense if you don't think about it, but it has to be, right? The Big Mom arc, guys. The Whitebeard Big Cock arc. What? Who said that?
yeah.
ooh.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like if you get into it, then it won't really matter.
Yeah, but that's the problem is that I'm gonna lose 3 weeks of my life minimum. if
Yeah,
I
but
get
you're gonna
into one
enjoy
month.
those
But
3
you're
weeks.
you're
though.
gonna remember those 3 weeks
Yeah.
of your life, and you're gonna look
What
back.
will I have to show for it, God?
And then you'll finally be able to jump into a conversation about One Piece and being like, yeah, I fucking
If there was
remember
like an Xbox like a real life Xbox achievement where you can be
Yeah,
like,
after this, boys, we're watching Connor's reaction to, like, apparently he was in O'Hara's video talking about One Piece because he started it.
I've read One Piece, and you can have like this badge that says you've read One Piece, and it's like
If it was
something
on my driving license, being like
you
all of
need
One
something
Piece read.
tangible to show for it for
Yeah,
you to be able
exactly.
to invest yourself
Exactly.
into it. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I guess I don't really. How much free time do I have? It kind of varies, I guess, on the day because like
Right.
some we're YouTubers, right? So some
yeah.
days I'm working fucking all day nonstop. Some days I'm sitting there trying to think of a video idea and nothing happens and I just didn't do anything all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Played a game of League, maybe, I don't know. But like if I read something, it's so hard to see that as like I'm not the type of person who reads casually. It's like if I read, I need to like focus and decide that I'm gonna
You
read
should
and
just make a video documenting his One Piece journey.
be a long thing. I can't just be like, yeah, I'll read a chapter for 5 minutes again.
Oh yeah, I can't.
I can't do
either.
that.
I,
Yeah.
there's people I know who can pick up a book, read 2 pages, and be like, nice, that was good. I'm gonna go and do
Yeah.
the rest. I'm like, what?
yeah.
What? That's like,
How do
that's
you
like,
not read the entire book in one sitting and forget to eat dinner and lunch and drink water? Oh shit, I passed out. What happened?
getting a semi and being like, I had a good wank. That's a great wank.
I need like a minimum of like 5 chapters to fully get myself in like the reading zone.
Yeah.
And then once I'm in that zone, I'm like, okay, don't
That's
talk.
it. I need to
Don't
get in
talk
the
to me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that sense of flow. You know what I mean? But with
I don't
fucking
understand
reading
people who
manga.
can like read a book and watch a movie at the same time,
Yeah, that doesn't. That
or like
doesn't make
have the
sense to me.
TV
I
on.
can
And
barely talk and text at the same time. I can, if I'm writing a message to someone, like the entire world around me becomes dark. Nothing exists.
in the background.
I
I'm
can have it
like,
on the background. I won't pay attention to it.
I need complete silence to read.
Oh yeah, that's because like every
Yeah.
time on like Aki's story,
Yeah.
she comes into.
What do you mean sea dogs reach 315k by cycling? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
You read a manga, you're like,
Yeah.
what, woman?
Yeah.
And it's like there's no noise
I'm
in
like,
the room.
silence, woman. I need my total piece to read this.
He's holding like Fat Lolly Asses Volume 1. He's
Yeah.
like, what is it, woman? Oh, can't you see I'm reading literature?
Holy ass.
Make it a manga. I don't
that's an
know.
Oh, so that was him? I saw that. I didn't realize it was him. I saw Melcy watching that.
Oxymoron, isn't it?
It's like a color book.
I'm just drawing a coloring book. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard that
yeah.
story.
I
yeah.
actually-
Yeah. Subscribe for more boys. Okay. Sea Dog VA, because he's a voice actor, am I right? One Piece. Let's see what comes up. I got Sea Dog VA's first reaction to One Piece.
Throne.
Okay, apparently I did
All
start
right.
watching this video. Okay, we will watch this in a second. But first, today's stream is sponsored by HelloFresh. Apparently I'm supposed to talk about HelloFresh for 15 minutes. How the fuck am I going to do that? This counts as the time, right? Yeah, this counts. See, chat, since the dawn of time, men and women have greeted each other with gestures, but also words. So one of those words being hello. Now, the word fresh has many different meanings. One of which is like, what's up, brother? You're looking nice and fresh today. That's how I use it. But also, food could be fresh. Don't you just love when food is fresh?